911, what are you reporting?
With someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is my central light came on and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man, or something that looks like a man. I don't know what it was, just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was, whatever it is, it's running. Couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it, but whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better... Dio!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
You see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right...
Is he in your yard, sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he in your yard?
He's looking at me.
Oh, the guy is on foot.
I don't know what... It's big, real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, it is a person.
Yeah, it was a person or somebody really big.
Welcome everybody to today's video. Today we are going to take a look at another fascinating case from Washington State. In this video, we are going to research the famous Bigfoot 911 calls from the Kitsap Peninsula, which are also sampled in the Sasquatch Mafia intro. Neither the exact date nor the exact location from where the calls were made is known, at least not to the public. 1996 seems to be the most likely year for the calls. Originally, 2 calls to the police were made, separated by 2 weeks. The only information about the location known to the public is that the calls came from the Kitsap Peninsula in Washington State. The 911 calls were released to the public by Ron Morehead in the late 90s. Morehead also interviewed the caller together with Peter Byrne. Let's listen to the 2 calls as they were released by Ron Morehead. Here's the first call.
911, what are you reporting?
I got a strange going on out here. Something just killed my dog.
Something killed your dog?
My dog went flying through the air over the tree. I don't know how it did it.
Okay.
Damn it, I'm really confused. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence, and he was dead when she hit the ground. I didn't see any cars. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence.
This is the entire call as it was released to the public. Now, let's listen to the second call.
911, what are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my central light came on and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man, or something that looks like a man. I don't know what it was, just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was, whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it, but whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better...
Sir?
Dio!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right...
Is he in your yard, sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he doing in your yard?
He's looking at me.
Oh, and the guy is on foot.
I don't know what... It's a big... real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, but it is a person.
Yeah, I'd say it was a person or somebody really big. But he's all in black.
Is he a black male or a white male? Did you actually see whether, or was he just wearing black?
He's all black and he's big. He is big.
So, those are both 911 calls. Let's look at what background information is available for these remarkable calls. Let's take a look at the location from where the calls were made. The Kitsap Peninsula in Washington State. The peninsula is situated west of Seattle, across the Puget Sound. It is surrounded by water on 3 sides: the Puget Sound to the east, the Hood Canal to the west, and the waters of Admiralty Inlet to the north. The region is known for its diverse landscapes, including dense forests and shorelines. The eastern boundary of the peninsula is defined by Puget Sound, an intricate network of fjord-like inlets, bays, and islands. To the north, Admiralty Inlet separates the Kitsap Peninsula from the mainland. The western boundary is formed by Hood Canal, an arm of Puget Sound that stretches down the western side of the peninsula. Hood Canal also separates the peninsula from the Olympic Peninsula on its west side. The peninsula is connected to the mainland by bridges and ferry routes. Its name comes from Chief Kitsap, an 18th and 19th century warrior and medicine man of the Suquamish tribe. The Suquamish were one of the historical fishing tribes belonging to the Coast Salish group of peoples, and their ancestral grounds were based on the eastern shores of the Kitsap Peninsula. Seattle is named after the tribe's most famous leader, Chief Seattle. The peninsula has an area of approximately 393 square miles and an estimated population of around 281,000 people, with about 700 persons per square mile. Over 95% of the population lives in urban areas. The peninsula is mainly characterized by diverse and dense forests that mainly consist of Douglas fir, red cedar, and western hemlock. Deer, bobcats, raccoons, coyotes, and a diverse array of other species inhabit the forests of the peninsula. Also, some rare sightings of mountain lions and black bears have been reported. So, the Kitsap Peninsula could very well be a suitable habitat for a theoretical North American wood ape. What about the caller and the two police officers receiving the calls? The two police officers sound seriously irritated, and the caller seems to be in panic and fear. Both the caller and the female officer sound like they have an idea about what the creature in the yard could be. The female officer asks the man if it is a person and if the person is on foot. She also asks the caller if he can see if it is a male or a female. All those questions imply ulterior motives. The caller says multiple times that he is not sure what he is looking at, and if that is a person in his yard. He also emphasizes the size of the creature multiple times in panic. It seems both of them are clearly thinking about a Bigfoot-like creature. Ron Morehead and Peter Byrne, who interviewed the anonymous caller in the late 1990s, also attest that the man was very serious and authentic about his story. Let's listen to a short excerpt from an interview with Ron Morehead on the 911 calls.
Peter Byrne and I interviewed the man, and we got the calls from the sheriff's department, and they were about 2 weeks apart, the two different calls. The one call, the first one he made was when his dog got killed. Well, I edited that, and we got the Peter Byrne and I interviewed the man, and we got the calls from the sheriff's department, and I edited it down, so there's a lot of typing in between his talking and the dispatcher's talking. And they were about 2 weeks apart, the two different calls. The one call, the first one he made was when his dog got killed. He don't know how that happened because he said he'd seen it fly over the fence, and it landed, we measured it 35 feet from the fence. And where it went over the fence, he showed us a spot on the limb. It was like there was a tree close by, 9.5 feet up is where the dog comes sailing over. And what he said he heard was a big thump. And this was like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, something like that. He's working in his garage, and when this happened, he was very compelling, very, very believable. And he was a Vietnam vet, and he was very sober. I looked over the other side of the fence, looking to see if there's any horses or any sign of anything else, and couldn't find anything. Well, his dog was an older German Shepherd, a big dog, and it was his favorite dog, actually. He had two other smaller ones that used to always go out and yap and anything, but they came in and cowered down, and his German Shepherd went out, and that kind of puzzled him. Anyway, we tried to get permission from him to dig the dog up. He wouldn't allow that, and he just soon stayed out of the picture. He knows what he saw, and he knows he saw a Bigfoot, but he didn't want to say a Bigfoot to the dispatcher. They might have laughed him off and not send anybody out. But anyway, it was very compelling, his recount of that. It's on actually on the Kitsap Peninsula, which is, I don't usually tell people that, but it doesn't really matter now. The guy doesn't live there any longer, I don't believe. He told us what he saw. That's what he saw, pretty much. That right there, he saw this thing looking at him. He had a car parked outside of his garage. He had these light sensors on the outside of his garage. And he had his garage doors closed, but he had the windows in his garage door, like some of us do, let light in the daytime. And this thing that triggered the sensor light at the end of his car, which is right in front of his garage door. And he looked out there and seen the thing looking at him, and it really freaked him out. It was huge, and he didn't want to say 7 foot something because, again, it would have maybe not got the police out there or the sheriff's department out there when they needed to get out there right away. Oh, he also said a car went by and almost went into the ditch and almost hit it when it ran away. It went across this old dirt road out there where he lived. Pretty wooded area. So we thought I think we ran an ad in the paper to see if anybody would respond to it, if anybody see anything strange on that road, and didn't get any replies to it. I don't think she didn't want to say it, and he didn't want to say it, but I think they may have been thinking the same thing, that it was what it was.
What's your opinion on the Bigfoot 911 calls from the Kitsap Peninsula? Do you believe they are authentic? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video on the Bigfoot 911 calls from Washington State. Subscribe to the Squatch Mafia YouTube channel for more videos on Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and cryptozoology. Join Squatch Mafia at Patreon and TikTok for extra content. Thank you for watching.